Man. I wrote a couple of stats down because I'm just thinking about this and looking at this and how putrid this franchise has been. I was telling Reid about this yesterday about y'all in the group chat. 14 game losing, like you said. Since 1967-68 is when they've had the first 82 game season. The longest streak for consecutive losses is 28 by the 14-15 76ers. And then the record is 9-73 by the 72-73 Sixers. The Pistons have 4 wins. 4 wins since the trade deadline of last season. You know how putrid that is. We're going on almost a month without a W. Tom Gore has bought the team, guys, right, for $325 million in September of 2011. So that's 13 years, 13 seasons going on the team. Team was $325 million. The team is worth $3.08 billion right now. Why not sell the damn team? Please sell the team. He's never
Cuban just did it. Mark Cuban just sold his majority stake in the Mavs.
A little over $3 billion. So, and he still has majority control. But $3 billion, you can get your money back and some. You don't care about basketball. You don't know what it's like to be here. He's never here half the time. He looks like he's on drugs half the time. He looks like he want to party with the crowd and use the t-shirt gun. But with that being said, I took a lot of time to do this, guys. Since he's on the team in 2011, I went back and added the total record of the Pistons up. The Pistons are 364 wins to 601 losses since this man is on the team. We have 2 playoff appearances, one in 2015, the 16 season, and in the 2018-2019 season. And both times they were swept. And that was Blake Griffin on a bad knee in 18-19 against the Milwaukee Bucks. So to say this team is not putrid, this franchise is putrid. We still have Arm Tellem in the building. What is he doing? He has no idea what he's doing. His son run player personnel. Troy Weaver doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's all over the place right now, and he keeps giving you these bullcrap excuses. Monty came out today and said they had the best practice of the day. Guys are diving for loose balls. Shouldn't guys want to do that anyways? I mean, what are we talking about right now here? You've done stuff like not take Devin Booker, not take Donovan Mitchell, pass on Tyrese Halliburton. I could keep going on and on, but this franchise needs a total 360, man. It once respected, not respected anymore. And right now, I'll let Reid go or you, Raaj. But right now, there's no light at the end of the tunnel right now because clearly these guys don't want to move off some of these guys. Troy Weaver's best move last year was the trade for Joe Harris, the dead body of Joe Harris, who doesn't play. I don't care if you're going to get rid of his cap space. It does not matter because at the end of the day, this team lacks anything that's going to help Cade. And Cade might be the first guy in NBA history to pass on a rookie extension because he's eligible coming up this season. If you're him, why would you want to be here? What are they doing to help you? Nothing. I'm going to let you guys go and then I'll come back. But I just fired up about this, man. Fired up.
I would let you keep teeing off. I mean, somebody has to have passion about it. And if fans keep going to this game, nothing's going to happen. I'll tell you that much. Unless we get some blessing in disguise and Adam Silver and the other owners say, hey, listen, this guy's never at the games. He's probably not at the owners' meeting. He's really not doing, as we know, he doesn't do anything. So unless they try and kick him out and get someone new in here, shoot, I wish I had $3.8 billion to go and buy this team, but I don't. I mean, like you said, it's just abysmal. You passed up on all these stars that could have been for, maybe a overseas talent in Killian. You just can't seem to get it right. You held on to Dwayne Casey probably 2 years too long for this team. You don't make enough moves in free agency unless it's for, like you said, the dead bodies of old guys that are about to be shipped off to a retirement home. Go talk on some podcast, which we do, but they're just going to go steal our spotlight. So I don't understand it with this team. Gores clearly doesn't care. I used to be a Weaver guy. He's slowly falling because, like you said, no help with Cade. I was telling Raaj before this started, it probably doesn't help that you didn't start Ivy for the first 15 games of the season. Duran he's young. He's 20. He still looks like a popular and very young talent. He just doesn't score. He's good at rebounding and blocking, but he's like half of what Dwight Howard. Everybody's saying he's a young Dwight Howard, but he can't score. He doesn't do much other than the defensive side of the ball, and this whole team is lacking offense. I mean, you watch it, and Beef Stew will get a pass in the lane, and he'll stop, and then he'll try and pump fake, and it doesn't work, and then he tries to go up, and he gets swatted out from behind him. Or you got a guy like Alien who can't shoot to save his life. He has the worst offensive proficiency in the NBA, I'm pretty sure, at least he did last year. It's just a joke of a team. I don't know if Monty just took this as he said they're going to give me everything I want more so I can just have all the money in the world and then not do anything, because that seems like what is going on. Like you said, Cade might not even be here, might not sign that rookie extension, or he'll pull a Ben Simmons and he'll sign the 4-year deal, and then he'll say, listen, find me somewhere to get out of here because I don't want to be here anymore. They're not going to help me. And then even at that point, they trade Cade. It will probably won't even get anything back for him because he's had no help. And where he looks good, he doesn't look, you're not getting first-round picks for Cade. You'd be lucky to get 2. He can be a superstar. They just don't do anything with him. It's him versus 5 other guys, and then the 4 people are just watching him. That's all it is. Like, it's ridiculous. It's unacceptable. People need to – we talked about this with the Lions when they were 0-16. People just should stop going to games. Stop giving him money. Stop giving him a reason to have this team, because as long as you keep funding it, he's going to keep the team, and Gores will never sell.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Everybody's to blame when it comes to this Pistons disaster. They're a complete dumpster fire. It starts at the top. Tom Gores, he doesn't really care about this team. This is a good business endeavor for him. You only see him twice a season. He's at the season opener. He's sitting courtside at the Lakers game because we know he got to stay out in LA. That's where he's at the majority of the time. And then sometimes the season finale game, you see him. So you pretty much see Gores about 3 times. He doesn't seem like a guy that's really concerned about this team.
Or he has to come through when they draft a guy. Like, he's just there to, like, sit on a mic and say a few BS things that people want to hear. But that's, like, it. He's here for, like, after they draft because he has to be. But, like, he doesn't want to be.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so,
go on, Raaj.
So Gores is a big part of the problem. You got an owner that doesn't care. Troy Weaver, 4 years of nothing. Like you said, the coaching, they stayed on Casey way too long. Even Monty right now. Monty starting Killian Hayes at the beginning of the season didn't help this team at all. Ivy should have been starting. Beef is still starting. He should be coming off the bench. And then where else? Yeah, this team, man, they just a complete fire, man. I don't even know where to go.
So
and
we don't know
when is Bogey coming back? Like, it seems like Bogey's been hurt forever. Do we have a timetable to a return?
It said a month, but it's been a month since he's been out. It said a month. I don't know.
Maybe he re-aggravated. I mean, no Monte. It's just a whole bunch of pieces that just the roster literally makes no sense. Like, you drafted Sasser, you signed Monte Morris, you have Joe Harris. Like, you're not helping Cade out. You have Asor's been good, but Asor does not fit what this team's trying to do. It does not work with Cade unless you give him shooting. You having Beef Stew and Bagley. Bagley, don't get me wrong, he can score a little bit, but he's not a jump shooter. He's not a 3-point shooter, so it doesn't help at all. I don't know what Monty was trying to do by proving a point to start Killian Hayes, but it didn't go nowhere. At this point, when you're wrong, you have to admit you're wrong. At some point, I get he definitely took the job for the money, but at some point in time, where does your pride come into to play? You don't want to be embarrassed. This is the NBA we're talking about. There's teams that rest, that tank, that don't play hard, that have start backups, and the Pistons can't beat C and D squads when the teams don't even bring their best players. It's embarrassing. Like, you have to really try hard to lose 14 straight games in today's NBA, especially with all the guys. There's some talented players in the NBA, no doubt. But real quick, guys, before we get off this topic, let's read over Troy's draft and how bad it's been. Let's go 2020. Killian Hayes, 7th pick. Isaiah Stewart, 16th pick. Sadiq Bey, 19th pick. And Saban Lee, the 38th pick. Both Sadiq Bey and Saban Lee are both gone on respective different teams. 2021. Let's say Cade's a layup. Nobody could have missed on that, guys. Come on now. We all know that was a slam dunk home run. Isaiah Livers, who they think is great but can't stay healthy. Whatever. He is what he is. Luka Garza, I don't know what you're thinking. The guy moves like mud, just like Zach Edey does at Purdue. And then I can't pronounce this guy's name. Balza Kopvrika. I don't even know.
Big Balsa Wood.
Yeah, I don't know.
Florida State.
Last year's draft, the number 5th pick, Jaden Ivey, who finally is getting started, who's playing actually well. So let's get that there. He's finally playing well. Jalen Duren, which is, seems okay so far. And then some Italian guy, Gabriel Procida. And in this year's draft, Asar Thompson and Marcus Sasser, who have both played decently well. But like I said, the pieces don't fit this team at all. If Cade is your franchise player, you do everything in your power to make sure it works. We know he can shoot. We know he can pass. Of course, his efficiency and some of his stuff and his turnovers are going to go down. The team's just looking at him dribble the basketball. You don't have guys who can do pick and roll. I mean, it's good. Durant can do pick and roll, but he's not a shooter, so nobody's gonna respect that. There was a play the other day where literally Cade was driving and Sor Thompson was in the corner, but he didn't make himself available. The guy's not coming off to help. I mean, they're not coming off to try to contest a Sor's shot. What can he do? And the offense is just dead. It's just like I said. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. There's no fire under Troy Weaver. He thinks his job is safe as can be. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but they don't play a losing team until December 31st. I mean December 21st. So will they get any more wins for the end of the year? I don't see it. I could possibly see them having 2 wins going to start 2024. Who knows what happened at this point? But it's like I said, I'm done. Like I told Reid, I'm not watching anymore for a time being. Raaj, I'm boycotting, man. I look at the highlights, I look at the stats on ESPN or Bleacher Report, whatever, but I refuse to give this team any more of my time right now. And the rest of the 12 fans that we do have should do the same.